Welcome back to Virtual Pool 4. Now this is a little follow-up video to my snooker break video, excuse me, the snooker break video that I made the other day. I was talking about the two types of break to look for in VP4. The first one I showed the other day was where I'd overhit the ball and then got the cue ball in behind the brown. Now this is the main one that I was talking about that I didn't show you the other day, and if you remember what I said is, if you're breaking, in this case from the right hand side, and you get the hit on the last two reds in the pack, if you get the line right, in VP4, this is usually always going to happen. The cue ball with right hand side will hit the corner or the back rail, hit the side rail, and come in between the blue and pink. And if the line is correct, the cue ball will always hit the baulk line right on that point there, and if you get lucky, it will hit there, there, and finish behind the green. But the other thing that I mentioned is that if you hit that pack correctly, two reds will always go to the side, and they will usually go in unison, and therefore they'll block one another so there isn't a pot on. And this is what's happened in this case. If you look at those two reds there, even though I haven't got cover behind the green, I've got good enough cover that covers that red there. It covers the whole of the right side of the pack, and it means that it's difficult for whoever's coming to the table to try and play a safety, because the normal safety would be to try and clip this red and come off the two rails and back into baulk, but these two reds create a big problem there. And if you look, they can't do anything with these two reds other than try a very ambitious combo. So let's look at how it pans out. I'll do the replay. Now again, loads of right hand side, the second last and the last red together. It goes up, hits the rail, and then the spin works. And look at the two reds. The two reds going more or less in unison to that left side rail, and then the cue ball finishes right next to the green, blocking the right hand side of the table. And this is one break that will regularly happen in VP4 if you can get the hit on those last two reds correctly. But the more important thing with the shot is that you must have a good amount of right hand side or right hand English on the cue ball, because when the cue ball hits this rail, it has to kick to that rail sharpish so that you can get into the gap between the blue and pink. So this is the main one that was talked about when you are looking for breaks or break-off shots in Virtual Pool 4. So one last time. Two reds go to the side in unison, and it would have only been better had that cue ball finished right behind the green. So get practicing and get trying that out and see how you go.